Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to D Smith Let's Go. Welcome to today's session. Hey, oh boy, everything is not about you, but of course you are gonna make it about you. Ain't nobody even thinking about you or your weak music. It is what it is. So apparently, old boy posted a quote on Instagram, Twitter at this point, who cares, saying that the only reason people are posting about him is for album sales. Hey Drake, nobody is thinking about you anymore. You are keeping the beef alive. I do not know why. You can't sleep at night. The Ambien, the alcohol, the prostitution, allegedly, dude. Just leave it alone. But you know what? You will not leave it alone. Why? I don't know why, man. Clearly, your therapist sucks at his or her job because you are wilding. Ain't nobody thinking about you. Stop making it about you. Fantastic Hip Hop dropped a video. I was just planning to chill, relax on this Sunday, but then old boy posted something trying to make it about him. Dude, you want the attention, okay, you're gonna get this attention. Now Kendrick still has his foot up your you know what, and you want him to stay. You want that foot to stay up there, man. You are suing in hip hop. Who does that? Yo bitch ass does that. But let's react to this video by Fantastic Hip Hop and let me know what you think. Hey Drake, it's not always about yo bitch ass. Damn.
Now when it comes to Drake, well now if you're ready to see how last name Karen, first name Lamus is freaking out on everyone right now, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And now really, as we are in such a historic time for hip hop and due to all of the winning going on from great rappers, the Drake fans are crashing out like we have never seen. And
it's crazy because the last three albums out of bought, Kendrick Lamar, The Clips, and Metro Boomin, all banging. Just let it play. All three albums, you could just let it play and party, groove, chill, whatever you want to do that night. Just play those three albums. It's a party. I'm right or wrong. Let's go. Welcome to the session.
So is lame old Lawbury himself? Well listen, as all these certified Pinocchio lovers are so angry that they are really at the point where they are trying to straight up take down people and voices from speaking out the truth of what is happening. Listen, I'm very serious when I say this. I'm gonna need all the support possible today because with what we are about to cover, well, as one side of hip-hop is taking mirror selfies to try and cope with the fact that their career and movement are in shambles, and
it is a wrap for old boy. 2 summers without Drake music. I am loving it. The Metro Boomin album is fire, and I bet Drake is kicking the air right now. He is wishing he was on one of these songs. He is desperately, he desperately want to get back with Atlanta because Metro Boomin album is fire, and I know, knowing this bitch ass nigga right here, he wants to be on that album. Summer songs, summer vibes, Atlanta vibes. Thank you, Metro Boomin. And we do not listen to XQPYZ. Shut your ass up.
the other is turning around the entire culture with real music and moments, which, don't worry, OVO losers, Kendrick Lamar just added even more of these great moments on his all-time run that shut down the bot narratives that they are trying to push more and more of. Well, altogether, it's really starting to make sense why a group of grown men who call themselves the Iceman are all acting like that one person that Drake brought on stage that he definitely should not have in terms of their maturity level and age. And now listen, the first thing that we just have to call out Drake for and laugh at for how bad it is really how he is not just lawbreed but botbreed, because now after Spotify removed some more fake streams from songs to kick off the month of August, well, what silently has went down, and Drake is getting made fun of right now and is only going to get worse as more people find out.
So shout out to Fantastic Hip Hop, because he be on Drake ass. Pause.
That's how his little record, Which One with Central C, did not just crumble the way it did, but 7 million streams suddenly vanished from its play counter as it went from 27 million streams to about 20 million, and well, with this. Well, now
oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. So the last two Drake songs, Without UMG Money, Drake can no longer go number one. But he's too dumb to realize that. He thought it was all on him. He thought it was his talent. No, dummy. It was UMG Money pushing you.
And chaos in general, let's just put it like this and break this down into reality. After Which One dropped and nobody talked about the song and it was supposed to go number 7 on the Billboard charts, and then the record went all the way down and is on its way to fall out of the top 20 after only its first week, well, you tell me, it seems like the performance of this record and the removals of the streams could have really added up to this factor of why the record just ended up failing like it did, and it's showing that Drake is ultimately faking streams and botting up, and really when you just understand these numbers and just see how this record went strangely high and then strangely low. Well, once again, you tell me, something is clearly up with this, but even worse, what is showing that he is just freaking out to new levels and is in absolute shambles over the entire last month of hip-hop that went down, which saw him have 2 singles come out that just missed terribly, and then at the same time as this, real albums came out that are having real impact, and not just on the culture and in conversation, but we are seeing this reflected on such a grand scale as these records are just sitting on the charts comfortably. Well, now really, as we are sitting in a time where the Clips have had 6 hardcore lyrical cuts reach the Billboard Hot 100. Well, listen, all of this culture in conjunction with the success it is seeing means something, and really for the loser Lawbreeze, while they are trying to act like having 6 lyrical deep cut masterclasses in any other era would have happened and that this is a normal thing, well listen, what they are doing doesn't even matter because the Pinocchio superfan himself has clearly just responded to both the Clips and tried to put out some pretty weird sneak disses at them and also Tyler the Creator and Kendrick Lamar. And now to respond to hip-hop just winning, what lame-o Lawbreed did was put together a photo collage like he was consulted by the people who hang out with Millie Bobby Brown would tell him. And within a batch of cringe photos that are trying to hide the fact that his tour is an absolute mess right now, well, Drake got to dissing within his favorite way, and of course none other than social media, and within the post, he became a keyboard warrior once again as he said this.
Keyboard Warrior, that's on the Clips album, that scene right there. Listen to that Clips album, man. Fire.
My first thought when they get to talking out the side of their mouth is never fear or doubt, it's
oh boy always make it about himself. Dude, don't nobody care about your bitch ass. Don't nobody care, man. So keep posting and tweeting. That's all you can do at this point. Your fans gonna eat it up, but nobody else care about this tweet. Shut your bitch ass up.
Obviously they got an album coming out. And now with Drake saying this, once again we are seeing Lawbreed talk more tough on text than he ever has on any of his new music releases since the beef, which I guess with this he is learning something from all those minor activities he has been doing recently, because really just by acting this tough on social media and nowhere else, it really does seem like he is keeping up with Stranger Things. But seriously, I'm going to stop at those because the Drake stans are getting mad really to break this down. Of course, what Drake is really calling out here and over everybody else who he is responding to now and in this way Well, altogether, and at the top of this list is the group that is really scaring him and showing that hip-hop is shifting and that his games are no longer running the culture. And of course, this is all due to none other than the Clipse. And now really, as what Drake is trying to refer to here and just copy the narrative that his stan pages have tried to perpetuate to downplay the release of this record, is just to call out the press run they did for Let God Sort Him Out, which amongst many other things that they discussed, of course included how the Clipse literally could not release this record and how they could not say so much in the case of Pusha T in terms of how he wanted to express himself within his own art and songs, and even with the artists and features that he wanted to work with, and this was all because of the way that the Iceman Karen'd out on his entire label and pretty much made them restrict Pusha T from doing literally anything, which for hip-hop this is an entire new low and something we have never seen, which once again, no matter what lame old Lawbury is trying to say, he literally suppressed a rapper from having the ability to speak. And again, even when you understand this, when you just see Drake making a caption that is trying to diss the Clipse for the story that they had to tell and had to present it in the way they did because of the stipulations that he set, really just makes you wonder how delusional you could possibly be. Because when you break this down, listen, for all of the OVO stans who are still watching and annoying me non-stop, which, by the way, please make sure to leave that like if you have not, to really just help us out. Well, listen, I'm just going to put this into an analogy because I have no other way to put it. What Drake pretty much did was go into Subway, make a sandwich, and then complained about how he hated it. And again, he made the sandwich, and now if this was clout chasey or there was no real reason to try and bring up these issues in the first place in this rollout, maybe Drake would have a half of a point or something to say. Of course, again, we all see what has been going on in hip-hop, and this is not the reality of the situation, and Drake was literally playing the ultimate courtside Karen role to the highest level we could have ever seen in terms of just telling the label that no matter what happened, the Clipse had to be shelved, and they would never even hesitate to drop a record with both Pusha T and Kendrick Lamar on it. And again, as you are the first artist to create the Karen rules for another artist, Drake, you can't be surprised right now that they had to bring up the rule that you created and they had to pay 7 figures to get away from, to drop and tell the proper story that they wanted to within their art, and really just talk about its creation in general. And again, now, while the loser hypebeasts are trying to act like this is some sort of a big diss to the rap game with both Clipse and even Kendrick and Tyler, and they are getting excited about this at this point because these literal bots at this point, and yes, I'm calling them bots now, because seriously, with how these people just groupthink they've lost the title of anything else, well, really, just to act like this is a worthwhile rebuttal, and you're calling out Clipse and Pusha T for everything they have been doing, and Kendrick Lamar for that matter as an extension as well. Well, again, as one of these acts just dropped one of the best rap albums we have heard in years, and the other just released a song that is pandering to the entire world literally, and it's now ended up as the biggest flop of Drake's entire career in the streaming era, and this is not my opinion, these are the literal numbers that are telling us this. Again, now, no matter what Drake is doing to diss Pusha T and the Clipse, and anybody else for that matter who is standing against him, which really now this seems to also be an extension to people like LeBron and Tyler the Creator and pretty much just anybody who supports genuine good art or who just does not fully agree with Drake. Well, again, let's just look at all of this as all of these other artists and personalities are having fun and reinventing the value that an album has in this era, and they are just celebrating their...
So I think in today's age of spending money, right? If you're paying for streaming, Apple Music, Spotify, it kind of makes no sense to me when you just buy the album and have it in your collection. But who's gonna spend money on albums? Because individuals think it's cheaper to streaming, right? But year after year, you're buying it, right? You have it on your phone, but you're spending more money. You can have the physical copy. Right? So I can like literally play this without Apple Music or Spotify, right? Kendrick Lamar. I can literally play this anytime I want because I bought the album. Now I don't have to deal with Apple or Spotify Music. But think about that right there.
All musical greatness, and everybody's having a good time with them. And then again, Drake is over here staging how to run away from Pinocchio while whining about everything just going on against him and now trying to act like these people are the clout chasers. Meanwhile, the only motion that Drake has had since the beef has been involving and dragging out the outcome of this thing over and over again. Well, what else can I say? This is why we no longer call you Aubrey, but we call you Lawbrey. And I think really what all of us can...
Think about that. This guy sued in a rap battle. Rap has been around since the 70s, man. Who does that? Oh, the white Jewish guy does that. Think about it, man. Knowledge, man. Knowledge. Think about it. Do your research. Do your research, man.
Just put out there now? Is that really now, besides all the jokes and everything else this could mean, when you just see Drake panicking like this at this point, all around these albums and rap releases that stand for everything he has dodged? Well, listen now, I know that these losers who support Aubrey and who are calling themselves the Icemen for the Iceman will act like there is not this shift in hip-hop and nothing is happening, and that this all means nothing in terms of the run that we have seen from people like Kendrick to the Clips to Tyler to so many other great artists. But really now, when you just see the numbers and impact that these records are having and the way the conversation has shifted and really see now how many people have had to pay attention to genuinely great hip-hop that is not chasing clout, which in of itself just feels like a rarity. Well, again, that shift in hip-hop is real, and Drake is recognizing it right here, and this is why he is trying to step on it with whatever pathetic thing he possibly can try to do. And now,
you know, at this point when oh boy posts, who really cares? The only people that care is the people that do videos like this, or their fans, or don't nobody else care. It's crazy because I don't even know what to say, man. Because I'm doing a video on this bitch ass nigga right now. Crazy.
really, as Drake is recognizing the shift and him and all the losers around him are just crashing out to new levels. Really now, as Drake crashes out on social media and so do his fans, like a bunch of people that are the age of that person that Drake brought on stage. I don't even know what to say here anymore, but as we are really at this point now where we are going against the shift in hip-hop with this ridiculous garbage. Well, again, once again, I will ask to everybody who is watching, who won the beef and what side of hip-hop is winning right now overall?
So I'm gonna stop right there. You seen the post by that bitch ass nigga? It is what it is. People care, people don't care. The only people that care, in my opinion, is the people that want to do a news story on it. At this point, who good the fuck what old boy say? Who good the fuck what him? Who cares what Drake says, DJ Academic says, or his little white minions, that crew right there. But welcome to the session. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out of here, man. I'm done for the day.